Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today is a little bit of a special video. I've got my buddy behind me here, a world-renowned musician that's going to help me. Well, he sent me some riffs so that I could play, and you'll be able to tell the difference on this. Well, a little bit of a different kind of a review of Bluetooth speakers. I've got my old Bluetooth speaker here. I'm going to show you that. It's a 10 watt. And then I got a newer one now that's almost the same as what I have up my place in Northern Ontario. And it's a 40 watt. Just like night and day. And these things are awesome. So if you've been following the channel, you know that I picked up one of these monitors. And I'm using it as a TV so I can broadcast anything from my cell phone onto the monitor, because I'm in an area that doesn't have any internet connection via cables or anything like that. So I'll be using data from my cell phone. My cell phone's connected to the monitor, and that's the way that I'm going forward in the future. But I'm in the city here, and I've got Wi-Fi, and I'm going to show you a couple examples of why you should actually consider getting one of these Bluetooth speakers. Not this particular brand. I don't sell anything on my channel. Just a Bluetooth speaker, and overall, because so many times, like take for instance, if I'm up in my cabin and I want to go outside and even put this particular monitor in my shop up there, I can put it out there. I can take one of these Bluetooth speakers, whether I want to watch it indoors or watch it outdoors. When I'm up in my cabin, I take one of these speakers. Now, not the little one, the little orange one there. That's only for here in the city, because it's only got a range of 65 feet. Where the new ones, they're good for almost 150 feet. So, but the music that comes out of them is just incredible. And the music that comes out of the back of this monitor, well, when I was rendering the last video I did on the monitor, man, you could hardly even hear it in a video. So I'll play some of that first, so that you could actually hear how bad it is in the, what I would say on film. But actually it's not that bad at all, but you're not even close to a Bluetooth speaker. So I'll play some of Victor's music because it's copyright free, and I'd like to thank Victor for sending it to me. And we're going to start off with just playing some of his music through the monitor. And then we're going to go on to the 10 watt Bluetooth speaker that I've had for many years. That's old technology, and then we'll go on to the new one. So let's just take a look at them first, and I'll show you what I got, and just a little rough oversight on how the Bluetooth speakers actually work, and maybe it might be something for you, because I tell you what, a lot of people are watching YouTube on their phone, and it's nice to just turn the Bluetooth speaker on and have everything that comes through the cell phone speaker broadcast, through the Bluetooth speaker. Makes a whole different, kind of experience, especially if you're listening to a world-class musician like Victor. So let's get to it right now. Okay, so this is the setup. I've got the C cable, C to C, that goes from my cell phone to the monitor. And this is the power source. If you want, I'll put a link down below to the video. I did a review of this, but this is the new speaker here, and it's called Not a Brick. And I think the one that I have up at my camp is called Is a Brick. But this one here is well known. Anchor. Awesome unit. I get about, well, I would say at least 10 hours playtime out of it. And there's not much to it, right? You've got an audio in, a 3.5 mil jack, and you've got like a small little antenna one there. You got a LED light that lights up when it's on and when it's charged, and it lasts a long time. And they rate these things in watts. Now this one here is a 10 watt, but it's actually 5 watt speaker on either side, and this one here is a 20 watt speaker on either side, a total of 40 watts. But this here is old technology, and you can tell the charge port here is old technology. This one working flawless, and this usually stays right up here. And I put my cell phone here on my charger, and then I can take this and go anywhere in the backyard and play my music, and it's good for about 65 feet. Now this one here, good for about 150 feet. So it comes with a couple of cables, and this you could actually tether from the back of the unit to the monitor, and it goes in direct, or since I already have it tethered to my TV, it'll still broadcast off of the Bluetooth from the cell phone over to here wirelessly, or you can go from here directly into your monitor. And this one here is a USB and to a C, so you got something to charge it with, right? And you don't want to go above, it says in the instructions, you don't want to go above you know, like just an ordinary low amperage charger, like under 5 amps. You don't want to go like a crazy fast charger in one of these, because it's not good for it. So if we just take a look at the packaging here, and I thought it was kind of strange, not a brick, but we're gonna listen to it and see what it sounds like. I haven't tried it yet. So it's got a C that you charge with, and it's got the microphone jack on the back. Now, the great thing about these is when you got them hooked up to your cell phone wirelessly, there's no cable involved in this. Yeah, all your cell phone notifications come through on this. So you'll hear if somebody sends you a text, or if your phone starts ringing, this kind of thing. So it's not like you're going to miss anything. And it does say 12-hour playtime, but it's actually 24 hours depending on how low that you play the volume, and 40 watts. And you know, I don't know what it sounds like, but if it looks almost identical to the one that I have already. I mean, I picked this up on Amazon, like one of them smoking hot you know, deals, like 40 bucks plus tax. So if we just take a look at the unit itself here, I'll bring it over here. And the only thing different between this one, like this is the off and on, and then you got you got a couple of different menus. You got your volume up and down, or you can use the volume on your phone. The only one this is different than my other one is, well, it's got 3 different tones of type of music you want to listen to. You know, like heavy bass, or I don't know why they put down 3D here, but there's 3 different types of music you can listen to. You know, the tone and texture of the speakers, I guess. But and on the back, this little door opens up. If I can get it to open up with the one hand here. There it is. And we're upside down here, but you can see there's the USB-C charge port, and you can put a micro SD card in there with up to 64 gigs of music on there. And then of course there's the output for your audio jack if you want to just go audio jack out. So that's pretty much it there. So let's we'll first start off with just listening what the music sounds like coming from the monitor, and then we'll go to the 10 watt, and then we'll go to the 40 watt, and we'll see what this sounds like. Okay, so I got the volume all the way up, and I turned the lights off in the shop here so you can see better resolution. So let's just play this at full volume on the monitor. Okay, so you could hear that, or could you not hear it? So what we're going to do next is we're going to go to the smaller one, which is 10 watt, and we're going to see the difference. I got you at the exact same distance, and I'm from the monitor. I'm exactly 70 inches from the face of the camera, so you know I'm not that far away. So let's go on to the next clip, except this time we'll be playing it through the Bluetooth speaker instead of the monitor. Okay, this time I just backed you off so you can see the Bluetooth speaker there, and I do have it at half volume just like it was on the monitor. Now you can definitely hear or notice a difference there. Okay, so I'll crank up the music a little bit more here. Okay, so you heard that. So now let's go to the 40 watt, and I tell you what, you're going to be quite impressed, hopefully, that this not a brick is actually a brick. So let's go to that next. Okay, so this is the 40 watt, not a brick, up on high volume. Let's see how she does.
Soto, Chungaleta 1234, and you're watching another great video by Steve Robb. Rob and roll!
Well, I'll tell you something. This kind of weighs like a brick. I'll just shut it down here for you, and you can listen to this. Wow. Like, I mean, it's kind of like Star Trek, you know. But yeah, it is quite heavy. Nice sound. I didn't go through all the different sound formats on the menu, but I'll tell you something. It's hard to really display any kind of sound at all unless you can use copyrighted music, or if you could have like a world-class musician like Victor here. Maybe you don't recognize Victor. A lot of people wouldn't recognize Victor. Like, I mean, if I was playing Metallica, right? Kirk Hammett, you'd recognize him, right? Or Slash, or somebody else. But the best way I could describe Victor is he's the type of guy that, well, you'd call him like a hired gun. He, musician, session player, you know, the guy that shows up when you've got like a band like Metallica, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, even the Stones, and you need a session player to make your particular music you're releasing to the public just a little bit better. Well, you hire a guy like Victor, right? So this is kind of a treat to have Victor play for you here today. And could you notice a difference? Because last time I rendered the program here on this particular video about the monitor itself, man, it was hard to pick up anything coming off of that monitor. You know, and if you wanted to like play any music on your monitor or anything like that, like if you're watching, say, a music video or something, well, the sound sucks. So I'm saying that any one of these Bluetooth speakers is better than what you have, and they're all good. I don't know if you can notice the difference. I guess I won't find out until I render this, but I would say that to hear instrumental music like what Victor's playing there, all these different riffs, well, that's where you can really pick up the difference. And I would say this not a brick Bluetooth speaker is just on par exactly with what I already have. I have a unit that looks almost identical to that, and it's about 5 years old. And I can play that up my place like 100 feet away from the cell phone, and it just broadcasts the whole area, like at least a 2-3 acre area. I could hear the music no problem, nice and clear. So thanks for joining me here today. I hope you found this a little bit informative, and I'd like to thank my buddy Victor. I'll put a link down below to his channel as well. And if you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe and hear and see some things you just might not find anywhere else. Cheers.